Hello, future chartered accounting. So today our topic for consideration will be aggregation of income, set-off and carry forward of losses. So first would be aggregation of income. What is aggregation of income? Generally, an income will be assessed in the hands of assessee in the previous year in which it has been earned. So say for the year 2000 or financial year 2019-20, the income will be taxed in the same year and returns of will be filed by assessment year 2021. However, in case of aggregation of income, that is when an assessing officer comes across any of these situations, these six situations, it will be taxed in that year when it has been discovered that there has been an amount that has been unexplained, any expenditure or investment, anything of these six nature. So as such, the section itself is self-explanatory. So just run through all these sections. For example, first one is section 68. If there are any cash credits in your books of accounts that cannot be explained when questioned by the assessing officer, then that amount can be added to your total income. Say the total income for the year submitted by the assessee for the year is only 10 lakhs. However, during the assessment, the assessing officer came across through an amount of 5 lakhs as cash credit, which was unexplained. Then the same can be added to the total amount, that is total of 15 lakhs. Second, section 69, unexplained investments. If you have any investment which is not recorded in the books, then the same can be added to your total. Investment not disclosed fully, as in where you buy a product, say for a gold or silver, with anything with a market value, the total value of what you have got in market would be some 1 lakh, but what was recorded in the book is only 50,000. Then the balance of 50,000 can be added to your total income. So now any income or any additions made by the assessing officer in this section, like in these six sections, will be assessed under section 115 BBE. That is higher rate of tax than the usual slab rates, which will be covered when we cover rates of taxes, special rates of taxes chapter. So now to set off and carry forward of losses. First, we'll cover current year loss against current year profit. So can all intersource, that is income arising from say house property. You have two house property income, one has loss and one has profit. So can these two be set off? Of course, yes, but there are only 4 exclusions from this general rule. That is long-term loss, speculation loss, loss from activity of owning and maintaining houses, and loss from specified business. So whenever you get a question in your exams regarding set off of losses, first check for these 4 alone. Do not check for all the losses in general. First check for these 4 exclusions so that you will know which this should be treated in a different manner from the rest of the losses. Again, loss from exempt income cannot be set off against taxable sources of income. Say from in PGBP, you have an income or loss from partnership firm. So you are a partner in a firm whereby the profit in your hands as in a partner of the firm will be exempted. So you have a loss in that year in your firm, which has been now transferred to your account. However, the same is exempt from taxes in the individual's hand. So the loss of this cannot be set off under any PGBP income or any income for that matter in your hands as an assessee. Second point of consideration, again, even this includes only current year losses against current year profits. Exclusions. So in general, inter-head is also allowed, but here are few exceptions. So one, we'll cover the same as per inter-source adjustments, because once inter-source adjustment itself is not made available to you, even inter-head will not be allowed. So 3 categories of losses, which is same for inter-source and inter-head, shall be speculation loss, loss from activity of owning and maintaining race horses, and losses from specified business. Then loss from capital gain. So inter-source long-term capital loss. Long-term capital loss can be set off against only long-term capital gain. But inter-head, any capital gain loss cannot be set off under any other heads of income. So capital gain loss is available against set off only for gain from capital. Specific exclusions. There are two types of exceptions available. One is loss from house property income. Okay, you have more than one house property income, and the total from one property you have a profit of 2 lakhs, and the other property you have a loss of 1.5 lakhs. Can these two be set off and the net profit be 50,000? Of course, yes. So the net of gain from these two heads, net of 50,000 will be taxable to income. But in case of inter-head adjustment, that is setting off of house property income against, say, salary, total of only 2 lakhs is available for the year. Say in total you have like two house property income again. Both has a loss of 2 lakhs each. So the total of house property loss available for the year will be 4 lakhs. However, only 2 lakhs of such income can be set off against salary or any other head of income, and balance 2 lakhs should be carried forward to further years. Second exception is loss from PGBP cannot be set off against the head salaries. Carry forward. Now let us classify the carry forward. After set off of current year losses, we'll be setting off any brought forward losses. So for that, we have to check whether we are eligible for carry forward of the losses. Let's put these into 3 different types. So one set of losses can be carried forward for 8 years, second set shall be 4 years, and third shall be indefinite period. So indefinite period is loss from specified business and unobserved depreciation. Carry forward for 4 assessment years shall be loss from speculation business and loss from activity of owning and maintaining racehorses. So these two again is common with, these are not available for inter-head adjustment and inter-source adjustment. Carry forward for 8 years. Loss from house property, PGBP, long-term and short-term capital loss. So now, loss from PGBP. As told before, it is available for carry forward for 8 assessment years. So say within that 8 assessment years, there was a transfer of business and there is a successor to your business. Is that successor eligible to carry forward and use that brought forward loss against his own PGBP income? Definitely no. So loss from PGBP can be carried forward only by the person who has incurred it and not his successor. Deeming provisions for speculative business. Do go through this point from our book, which is like there will be a point of consideration for speculation business. So when can a business be deemed to be a speculative business? That is when a company is too much into activity of trading in the shares or securities of the other company. So exception would be banking, financing company, and the company which primary objective is trading. So these are exceptions to the general deeming provision of speculative business. One more point of consideration is should a return of income be filed within the due date under section 139(1) for all the heads of income? No, there are 2 exceptions for loss from house property and unobserved depreciation. Even if the loss return, which is under section 139(3), is filed after the due date stipulated by 139(1), loss can be carried forward. For any other nature of loss, only if it is filed within due date, the same can be carried forward. So MCQs. In respect of losses from property, which of the following statements are correct? While computing income from any house property, the maximum interest deduction allowable under section 24 is 2 lakhs. not for all house property, only for specific house properties. As in, we'll cover this when we cover income from house property. So only when it is not let out, that is only for self-occupied property, there is a bar in total interest reduction allowable. So this cannot be the option. The loss in excess of 2 lakh, which is not set off during the year, can be carried forward for set off against any head of income. So for carry forward of losses, inter-head adjustments are not available. So if there is a loss from house property, it can be carried forward only against house property income of the subsequent years. So this cannot be the option. This cannot be the option. So obviously D cannot be the option. So the correct option would be loss from house property relating to a particular year can be set off against income under the head during that year only to the extent of 2 lakhs. So if it is within source, that is intra source, that is loss from one house property getting set off against income from another house property, then it can be any amount. Since it is inter-head, only an amount of 2 lakhs can be set off. Second question is, Mr. Ravi incurred a loss of rupees 4 lakhs in the previous year, for a previous 1920 in retail trade business. Okay. Against the following incomes earned during the same year, can he set off such loss? Profit of 1 lakh from wholesale cloth businesses. So yes, this is inter-source. So from one loss from one PGBP can be set off against another income. So this can be set off. Second point is long-term capital gain. Of course, yes, there is only bar in setting off of loss from capital gain. Loss from long-term or short-term capital losses. But this is setting off of loss from PGBP against long-term capital gain. So it is allowed. Speculative business income. Again, even this is allowed because speculative business loss only has bar on being set off against any other income, but any loss from a PGBP can be set off against a speculative business income. So all of the above would be the answer. So now for this, if this is your exam question, how to approach it? So first check for all the losses. So what are all the losses in the question provided? Income from salary. So second is income from house property. Quickly check if there is any bar on adjustment of this. It is not, there is no restriction on inter-source. However, there is no other income from house property, so that need not be our concern. Second is income from house property for inter-head is only when there is more than 2 lakhs of income, 2 lakhs of loss, that should be your concern. So even that is not there. So income from house property now can be set off against say first income from salary. The second loss given in the question is income from business non-speculative. So there is no bar on setting off of loss against non-speculative loss against any income. So even this can be used against any income. Third loss, income from speculative business. So which again, this loss has restriction both in inter-source and inter-head. So this can be set off only against an speculative income. So since there is no speculative business income, this should be carried forward for the number of years as eligible as per the Act. Short-term capital losses, there is a loss. So is there a bar on set off of against this, against the short-term capital gain? No. Since this does not categorize, only bar on set off of short-term capital losses is in inter-head adjustment. So any loss from capital head of income cannot be set off against any other head of income. Say even if you have now a total available from income from salary, this difference between the long-term capital gain of 25,000 and 19,000 cannot be used against income from salary. So the balance of unutilized loss should be carried forward to next assessment year. So now, such type of question is what you are being tested in your exams. So first, read the assessment here, read the write down the assessee name and what has been asked in the question here. So if you read, the requirement is that compute gross total income of Mr. Batra for the assessment year 2021 and also determine the losses eligible for carry forward to assessment year 21-22. So once you read this question paper in your first 15 minutes, please note the losses available in the question. So first is loss from speculative business. So is there any restriction on use of the same? Yes, loss from speculative business can be used only against speculative business income. Second is long-term capital loss. So long-term capital loss can be used only against long-term capital gain. Third loss is loss from house property. So again, loss from house property, there is no restriction on use from loss on house property inter-source. However, inter-head, only up to 2 lakhs it can be carried forward. Since it's only 40,000, there is no point of consideration, separate point of consideration with regard to loss from house property. Next set is brought forward losses. So brought forward losses, first one is loss from activity of owning and maintaining horses. Assessment year 17-18. So for how many years it is allowable? Only for 4 assessment years it's allowable. So now since the assessment year is 2021 and we do have again that can be set off against only income from activity of owning and maintaining horses. So there will be a balance of 10,000 after adjustment. Can that be carried forward? So 17-18, 18-19, 18-19, 19-20, 20-21, 21-22. So it can be carried forward. So the difference, there is no concern again about that type of loss. The second brought forward loss is from PGBP loss. So how many years can that be carried forward? 8 assessment years. So 2012-13. So 8 years means this is the last year. That is assessment year 2021 shall be the last year. So any income, any brought forward loss, even if pending after that set off of 60,000, cannot be carried forward further. So this is how we are supposed to address the problem. First, please do write the assessee name, assessment year. So kindly use this format for any answers because this will make the job of the examiner easy and also for your tracking this will be easy. So computation of gross total income and carry forward of eligible losses. Always give notes, specific note references or even make a separate column for your note references if you think that will be better. So since there are 2 answers, like 2 answers to be given, 2 questions, 2 different set of questions are asked. So one is gross total income, which has been addressed here. Second shall be carry forward of eligible losses. Now, as told, brought forward of loss from business of textile. Loss is incurred in the assessment year 12-13. So it is available only for 8 assessment years. Now it can be set off since it's brought forward, can be inter-head adjustment is not possible. So only within PGBP we have to set off against the same. Now the brought forward loss is set off and only 50,000 of income is available for you. So the balance expires and you cannot carry forward the balance. And please do provide this as a note along with the time reference. So it should be like brought forward business loss is available only for 8 years. However, since the time period has lapsed, the same is not available for carry forward to assessment year 2021. So any sum or any problem in this nature, please do try while practice itself this kind of format so that it will be easy for the examiner to correct your paper, which will end up you would end up getting better marks for your presentation also. It's not that they are giving marks for presentation. Since you have made it easy for them to correct, uh, you will end up getting more marks for that. And for better notes, either notes, write notes below every point you want to write. So since the brought forward loss has been addressed here itself, you can either give the note here itself, or as a separate consideration, you can give all the notes. So if you're going to address all the notes after the sum has been solved, please give headings. So if it's note 1, loss from business PGBP. So this is brought forward loss. Then write your answer. So this will make your work also easy. Do not think about spending 20-30 seconds extra for all these steps. So thank you, and do practice this.